Lisa from Anaya's Toy Box Crochet, and I'm here to show you what I've been up to. Thank you so much for coming. I do love showing off my makes, and I love that you come to see them. You can find me on social media as Anaya's Toy Box. I am on Etsy, Instagram, Facebook, and Ravelry. So I have started doing my videos in vlogs, so every day I film a bit, so here's day one. Hello everybody, it's the beginning of a new filming week, and unfortunately I was not able to do a front-facing video. Hopefully I'll make an intro later, but no front-facing video. Here is my scent of a rose shawl. It is coming along beautifully. I have come to the light grays now, as you can see, and this is how much I worked on it. Honestly, it's not too much. I mean, yes, the rows are long, but I haven't worked on it too much. I've been working on other projects. This is everything I did here is today, because last night I worked on some other stuff, which I will show you right now. Today, this is what got the most love. This is the purse I'm working on, or the bag. It's going to be tote bag-ish, not as big as a tote bag, but halfway through I came up with an idea on how to make it into a box bottom bag, and then I tried it out theoretically, well, physically, not by actually sewing, just holding it that way, and it didn't work out. And so I kind of want to start a new project where I can make it box bottom, because I have an idea. I'm not sure if it's going to work out, but I have an idea. So I finished this up. So when it's going to be finished, like when I seam up the sides, this is how tall it's going to be. I don't have a ruler. I do, but it's a tape measure. So let me measure it, and then I'll let you know how much it is. Okay, so I probably made this 24 inches. This is about 12 inches. See? 12 inches high. So that's how big the bag is going to be. I think that's a fine size. And I am going to add more rows on top over here where I'm filming. Instead of looking at the camera, I'm looking at the piece. I will be adding some more rows on top before I put the handles in, so it'll be a little bit bigger than 12 inches. But that's where it is. It is a good size bag, I think. Not a grocery bag or anything like that, but a good size bag. It's about 12 by 11, maybe. I don't know. It's hard to do with one hand. But yeah. So I am going to seam it up. I didn't start it yet, like seaming it up. Just didn't feel like it at that time. So I just stopped. I cut the yarn. I've actually caked up this yarn and put it away already. So yes, that's where I am on my purse. Hopefully in the next few days it'll be done. The last thing I want to show you is the blanket. This is the Crochet Memories blanket, which is a join as you go C2C. And I worked up a few squares on this. I actually weaved in all the ends except for maybe this one. I forgot to. No, I didn't forget to. So I weaved in all the ends of the ones I did before. So all of this plus this. And then I started adding more squares. Those squares I did not weave in the end. Why did I leave such a long tail on this? But that's what it looks like right now. It's getting there. This is exactly halfway done if I make my usual size, which is 7 of these squares by 6 of these squares. I have right now 1, 2, 3, 4.5 rows. So I just need to put another 3.5 rows. Actually, it's 3.5 rows that I have, and I have to put another 3.5 rows. Yeah, I think this looks beautiful. I was going to put a color in here, the color of the dragon scale bag I made last week, which I do not have here with me to show you, which is a color, one of those marled colors with black running through it. But I think it's going to be too dark for the tones that I have right now. So I'm not sure if I'll do that. It depends. on what other yarns I use, I think. But anyways, this is where it is right now. This is, I still think gender neutral, but there is quite a bit of pink. 1, 2, 3, 4, and there will be more pink. But anyways, I still think it's gender neutral. I think anyone can use it. Yeah, that's where I am. So this is the beginning of my filming week, like I said, and I am going to do a front-facing video sometime this week. Today was not the day. Life is lifing right now. I hope you don't mind that I make so many videos with just the projects instead of, you know, holding it out for you guys. But I will every week make sure I have at least one day where I could show you everything by just sitting in front of the camera. But here I am. I'll talk to you more tomorrow. Bye. When your de-stressing hobby becomes stressful. I am working from the outside of this ball, and while I haven't been using it, it has had no labels. The outer layer just fell. And now, oh my gosh, this yarn barf is amongst the hardest yarn barfs I've ever dealt with. Hello. So, I didn't film last night because I wanted to film on a sunny day. So this is morning. So I'll show you what I did last night and the night before. The first thing I want to show you is my bag. I seamed it up and I've started, ooh, I'm just about to lose a stitch. I've started, I'm going to do a few rounds on top with just black. So I've started doing that. I'm just here right now. I don't know if I'm going to continue doing it in double crochet. Well, right now this is a mix of single crochet, half double crochet, and double crochet, just to, you know, even up the top of it. And I'm not sure if I'm going to continue with double crochet or switch to single crochet, but that's what I have so far. She's trying to be like a character from one of those movies, those horror movies she watches.
What?
But you know what? It's daytime and really, really bright today. So it's not working.
I'm just staring at you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm staring you down.
Uh-huh. All right. The next one I'm going to show you is the blanket. Ooh, how did it get dark?
For fun.
The camera got dark. Okay. Well, anyways, here is my next one. I showed it to you last when I think I was here, the last one I showed to you. So I finished the row and started the next row. And so this is coming along. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it a baby blanket or if I'm going to make it into full size, like a throw size. I'm actually leaning towards making it into a throw sized blanket. But here it is, ends weaved in on my earlier squares, not my later squares. But that's where the blanket is right now. And finally, I'm going to show you the shawl. The shawl got the most love yesterday. I think this is mostly what I worked on yesterday. I finished I'm using 2 already used skeins of yarn, of cake yarns, like those number 2. So this one is the Dahlia Halloween from Hobie. And I finished it right here. And I started the other one. This one is so much softer. This is from Hirschner's. It's a mill end. I used this to finish up a shawl a few years ago. And now I'm going to finish it up with this. So this is just going to keep on going. It is not a wingspan yet. So I'm about 5'4", so it's not quite 5'4" yet. It's almost there. This is just going to keep going until I finish this cake of yarn. I'm working from the outside. And boy, this is not like tightly caked. So like one of these, you know how it's here? All of this fell off and it created a phenomenal yarn barf. It was like worse than any yarn barf I've dealt with in a while. And I have not been so tempted to just cut the yarn in a long time. Oh my gosh, it's sinking. In a long time. Yeah, so my equipment is rebelling against me. Look, now it's sinking from somewhere else. It used to sink from the top one. Now it's sinking from, I need a new tripod. Anyways, that's what I did until now, and I am hoping to be able to film tonight, so I'll show you more progress on something. I don't know what, but something. Anyways, I'll see you later. Hello everyone. I thought I'd come in here and show you what I did today. The clip from earlier was this morning, and now it's night. And I thought I'd show you what I have done. I have finished the crochet part of this bag. Hopefully I will put a lining in, and once I put the lining in, it will be done. I don't think I have any fabric that I would like to use for this. I am thinking about putting this right here, and we'll see how it goes. Yeah, so that is what I have done. Not today, but I have done on this bag. So the bag is not going to be crocheted on anymore. As far as crochet goes, it's done. Okay, am I pulling out a stitch? Hold on, I'm going to pause it while I take out the next project. The next project is the shawl. I didn't work on it too much. As you can see, I have about 2 rows done since this morning, so I'm not going to show it too long. But, I mean, I am enjoying making the shawl. Today, I just spent most of my time on the bag. Yeah, so that's all I did today. I'll see you next time. Hi, everyone. So I didn't do too much crafting today. I did not work on the shawl, the blanket, either of them. I did start this new project and I finished it. It is another dragon scale bag. Again, a request from my son. He asked me to make him one because he got a new Uno deck. So here it is, all done up. This has probably been my last skein of Big Twist Value, and it is in the colorway. I'm not going to tell you much about it because right now it's not available. Unicorn Magic. So yeah, I finished it. I just did it, and this is the only thing I worked on today. Anyways, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Hello, everybody. I am just doing a quick video to show you what I did today, and basically it's these few rows. It does seem like a little bit, but it isn't, because the shawl is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. It's not fitting in the frame comfortably, but it is pretty big. Yeah, so that's what I did today. I just thought I'd show it to you real quick. My crafting mojo this week has been because even with my crafting, even with the availability of time, which I don't always have, I have had time. I just haven't done a lot of it. It's okay. We have ups and downs, but this is what I've been up to today. Yeah, I'll talk to you later. Bye. Hello, my friends. I'm not going to have a long video today. I'm just going to show off this heart-shaped keychain that I made. It's a doodle, meaning I was just experimenting. I did start off with my heart pattern and then I changed it a little bit. I'm not sure that I like this shape too much. But anyways, I thought I'd really quickly show it to you. I did finish the shawl, which is right there. But I'm not showing it to you today because I'm hoping to be able to do, I'm hoping I could do a front-facing video tomorrow so I could show it in all its glory. Somehow when it's lying on the bed, is not as interesting, the video. But as interesting to look at as seeing the whole thing. But it's done. I weaved in all the ends. I'll hopefully show it to you tomorrow. I used this yarn, Darn Good yarn, sparkle worsted weight silk yarn, mystical clear quartz for this. I have this much left. I don't remember what I made, but I used to get the Darn Good yarn subscription and I would get 3 cakes, skeins, whatever of yarn. And I had 2 that I used up already. I don't remember what I made with it. This is the 3rd one that was left. And I used a little bit on the heart. But anyways, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully front facing so I could show off the shawl properly. All right, bye. Hi everyone. It's Thursday. I was supposed to film yesterday, but I didn't. And I'll tell you why at the end of this video. So I'm filming it today. I'm a day late with my video because yesterday was supposed to be the end of my filming week. Instead, it's going to be today. So I'm going to start off by showing you the shawl. Like I did tell you guys that it was finished, but I wanted to show it to you like this because I think it's a better view. But here it is, my shawl. This is where I was. Can you see that? No. I don't know if you could see the stitch marker. This is where I was last time I showed it to you. So this is how much I got. I do have quite a bit of yarn. You know what? I'm just going to grab that yarn. This is how much I have left. I have not even touched the white part of it yet. But I ended it where I ended it because I didn't want to end it on the puff stitch row. I wanted to end it on a shell row, and I didn't think I had enough yarn. I could have played yarn chicken, but these rows take a long time now. And I didn't really want to play yarn chicken. So I decided I'm just going to end it. I'm not going to push it too far because I don't think I have enough yarn. So this is just above a wingspan for me. I'm 5'4", so that's how long it is. And you could tell. I was hoping you wouldn't be able to tell, but you can really tell where I added the other yarn. But it's okay. I think it still looks good overall. Yeah, so that's my shawl. This is Scent of a Rose from Bag O' Day, and it is finished. Did I start a new shawl? Absolutely. Another Bag O' Day. I'll show it to you. Okay, so the next thing I'll show you is my blanket. I don't remember. I worked on it, and I didn't film. I forgot to film about it that night. So I don't remember exactly where I was. But I know I added some of these ones to it. Yeah, so here it is right now. I have actually decided to make it into a throw size, so I'll be adding to the sides eventually. But for now, I'm still working on it like it's a baby blanket. And eventually I will add more on the sides to make it bigger. So the next project I'm going to show you. Oh, by the way, for this one, I used an eye hook with 2-weight yarn. This is an eye hook with 2-weight yarn. And this is a 7mm with 4-weight yarn. And for this, it's not finished. I bought a kit. Now, I originally planned to, I bought the kit, I filmed the opening of it, and then I was planning to, you know, crochet it up and then show it to you and everything. And I ran out of space. I don't remember if I actually kept that video or not, but I did delete a lot of videos that I had been planning for future videos. So I don't know if I still have the opening, but it came with a bunch of stuff. It came with stuffing and yarn. Here's the black yarn. It came with the yarn, and it came with a needle. It came with the, what are they called? Clips. Basically comes with everything you need. It came with 2 hooks. It came with some stitch markers, instructions on how to crochet, and an instruction booklet for the cats. So this kit makes up 2 cats. You can make a black one and a white one. So I have started, or I finished the crochet part of the white cat. So this is the white cat. I have both the ears, the arms, and the legs done, which I'm not going to show you individually because they're tiny, but here they are. I just have to sew it together. This kit, I'm going to, since I'm not doing a video on the kit itself anymore because I'm not sure if I still have the opening video, I'll say I like this kit. I don't remember how much it cost, but I remember it wasn't too much. Okay, no shade, but I feel like the Woobles are very expensive. And I'm not willing to pay for them because I am in a more advanced level than what they have. And I just feel like for that price, I could just use my own yarn and make something. I don't need to have the special amigurumi. This is special amigurumi tube kind of yarn. I don't need to have that because I have been making amigurumi for a long time. I don't need to have it. I don't worry so much about splits. So the yarn split. Okay, so I don't want to spend that much, but this price was okay, and I liked the pattern, so I thought I'll try it out. It's kind of fun to get something where everything is included, and so I tried it out, and I did like it. I think it's got everything you need. I did not go through the crochet instructions on how to crochet, so I don't know how easy it is to follow or anything, but the pattern was fine. I did adjust the pattern by making the body and the head together. The head was supposed to be separate from the body, but I just decided to make it together. There's plenty of yarn after finishing everything, all the parts of the thing. I have this much yarn left. So this is approximately how much you begin with, and this is how much I have left. So I think it's quite a bit left. I don't know if I can make another one, but there's still quite a bit left. So I got a good amount of yarn. I got a good amount. The pink is provided. I used a different black because I didn't want to unravel the black, and then I ended up just restarting the second one. So, okay, so this is my cat. I think I will be putting a keychain on top of it, so it could be a purse buddy. And yeah, I like it. I enjoyed making it. It came with safety eyes. It came with everything. Let me just... I did not use the hooks that are provided. I did make, it comes with a 2.5 millimeter hook. So I was like, should I use a 2.25 or should I use a 2.75? Because those are the hooks that I have. At the end, I decided to use a 2.75, and I'm not sure I like the result. If you can see, it's a little holy. See those holes? And that's because I used a 2.75 millimeter hook. So I have started the black one with the 2.25 millimeter hook, and we'll see how it goes. This is definitely DK. I don't think I'd be comfortable using a 2 millimeter hook, which is what I would use in a sport weight yarn. But this is definitely a DK yarn. All right, so there it is. If I find the opening of it, I don't know. I might put it at the end of this video. I might not. All right. After I finished those, I didn't feel like sewing that up. Uh-oh. My hook went flying. It's an H hook, by the way. So, or a 5 millimeter. So I started a new shawl. This is a Bag O' Day shawl. Oh my gosh, I just had it. I don't remember what it's called. But here it is. I am using the leftovers of this Fruits yarns. I made gloves out of these for my son. It is the sock weight yarn. And since I'm using thinner yarn, this is a 2/8 yarn, and I used an I for this. So I've decided to use an H or a 5 millimeter for this yarn. I'm going to finish this color, and then I have a bunch of different greens that I am going to incorporate into this shawl. I haven't pulled them yet, but I have them. So this is what I have so far. I think it's a very, very pretty shawl. So far, it's okay. It's a little boring, but when we get to the edge, the edging is beautiful. But here we are. This is the project I started. So that's all the yarn related content. If you don't want to hear about my life, which admittedly I don't talk about too often, you could say bye-bye. So I'm going to talk about yesterday. Okay, right now life is stressful. My father-in-law, who was the one who was taking care of my mother-in-law, is, I don't want to give too many details because it's their privacy, but he is right now in a rehab center to regain mobility. He didn't have a stroke or anything. They couldn't find what sort of infection he had, but he had some sort of infection that made him dramatically ill. Like when I said dramatically, he went from, you know, driving, grocery store, going to wherever, doing all of those things, taking care of my mother-in-law, to not being able to walk and speak. Like, and when he speaks, it's kind of gibberish. It's kind of scary how somebody can go like that overnight. They're perfectly normal, and then all of a sudden they fall, and you know, when they talk, it doesn't make sense, or they can't talk. For a little while he couldn't talk. He couldn't stand up without falling, and it's not a stroke. It's not a heart attack. It's an infection, and they don't know what infection he had. But they gave him general anesthesia. He was on a ventilator for a little bit. He is doing better, and he's in rehab right now, so he could relearn how to walk with a walker. He's not going to walk on his own anymore. So that's that side of the story. Now, I did mention he was taking care of my mother-in-law. My mother-in-law is not physically sick, but I feel like I'm giving too many details. She forgets. You could start a conversation with her and she'll forget the beginning of a conversation. So that's all I will say about that. But she is now living in our house because she doesn't have anyone at home to take care of her. And that is stressful. It's not, she forgets and she feels sick, and we don't want her wandering out of the apartment. I am not working like I used to. I'm working 2 days a week, and those 2 days that I'm working, my husband stays home and works from home. We don't want her turning on the stove. Things like that. My son has been displaced. His room has been taken over by his grandmother, and he's staying elsewhere right now. And overall, we are stressed. Yesterday, my daughter, on my way home from work, I met up with my daughter and we went out and we had lunch together. A late lunch because it was after school. But anyways, we had lunch together, and we went to a Asian fusion place, and we had whatever we had. We had bao buns, shrimp bao buns. They're so good. They're so good. And there were some dumplings. We had some dumplings. And so I decided to bring some ramen home for my son. So I got some vegetarian ramen from there. So I knew my husband will share with him because my son won't be able to finish it. So I just bought one. And we came home. He had some of it. He didn't like it. So I said, okay, leave it aside. I'll have it later. So he went off doing whatever he's doing.